Hello, my name is Randy Dobson. I'm an instructor here in the Houston, Texas area. And this video will be covering the what's called a revision cloud command. It's actually really just a specialized P line or polyline. Whenever you work on drawing, sometimes you make changes or you add things or whatever, and you want to point somebody to the correct direction. You can use these clouds. Now, I will tell you that landscapers use this as shrubbery and vegetation and things like that. But for like this drawing that I've got here, let's say that the client came in and said, well, this is a flashing alarm light needs to be a flashing red light. And also, uh, there's going to be a future service. So I'm going to take this and mirror it over just for um, just for talking purposes here. I know it's not going to be exact. Oops, I want to be more exact than that. We'll just say that it's going to be a future uh, box. Okay, so I changed this and I changed that, and instead of trying to explain it in detail, as they always say, a picture's worth 1,000 words, you come up here to draw, and right here is revision cloud, and it allows you to do it a couple ways. You can do it as a rectangle, as a polygonal, or freehand. So I'm going to do a rectangle first. Okay, I'm going to do rectangle, and I'm just want to cloud this right here. Okay, and as you can see, the cloud lengths are a little small. So I'm going to erase that, and I'm going to go back and do it again, only right when I start the command, it says first corner. I'm going to change the arc length. I'm going to click, I want to give it a length from here to there, and then on the other side the same. So I hit enter, and now when I do it, as you can see, my clouds, and I make a rectangle, and I'm done. Now the other way, the polygonal, is it allows you to kind of give it some odd shapes. If I want to go out like this and come down here like this, and I don't want to take up a lot of the drawing, and hit enter. Now I've got this shape. Okay, and again, this is to highlight so people can look at it and say, oh, they've made some changes over there. Let's just say that I'm trying to, let's just imagine I make a few more revisions in here. If I go to freehand, it allows me to just draw this. As you can see, I'm just kind of going through here almost like a polyline. And I can go up here, and I'm not going to include that note. And right when I get back there, I'm done. I never even click to stop it. Okay, so it's a neat little tool if you ever want to point out something to somebody. Usually you put it on its own layer, and then that way they can just freeze it to get rid of it. That's kind of like, hey, look at me here, and then you can freeze the layers. Uh, Another thing which I was telling you about a P line is, if you've polyline, if you've done one before, which hopefully you have, if you want to do it this way, I can make a P line and then close it. Now watch this. As I go to draw my polygon freehand, I can pick an object and just pick that and say, is that what you want? Do you want to reverse it? Do you want the clouds to go the other way? Nope, that looks fine. I hit enter and I'm done. So instead of drawing the cloud at the same time, you can actually just draw a P line and then just convert that P line into a revision cloud, which it's still a P line. As you can see here when I hover over it, it's just a specialized P line that has the built-in arcs. Back in the older versions of AutoCAD, you will not see a revision cloud. It first started under the Express tools, It did finally find a home. They finally made it a home under drawing. It's like one of the stepchildren commands. It's kind of out of the way, but it is very useful. And like I said, there's some people that will, if you look at this by itself, that looks like a hedge. Okay, shrubbery, whatever, and landscaping companies use this quite often. And that concludes my video on Revision Cloud. Thank you.